Okay, I wanted to make a quick tour of the server since I have started it. This is the main area. Come down here. You got the beach. You got the nice wheat. I like how the wheat is on the beach. It kind of looks like uh, that straw you see on some beaches. Started a lighthouse right here. I don't think I like it in this spot. I don't think there's enough ground here to support a lighthouse. So I'll probably remove this, and I'm thinking about moving it over there to that hilltop right there, and maybe building it up with some rocks. Coming back to the base. Moved a lot of the reeds that were down there. I put them around the base. Also expanded the farms, so I have a lot more farms starting to color sheep. Still have the cave going down to the zombie spawner. I will be working on this tunnel in a little bit. I'll show you what I've put in place for a couple of other mob grinders that I've put together. This has seen a little change. Over there now has potatoes. I think since the last time I've updated this is all this is new. I'm pretty sure the first video just had these three, 1, 2, 3, and the grinder over there. So there has been a lot of additions. This is going to be a stable at some point. Just haven't found a lot of inspiration right now working with wood, unless I'm incorporating it into other designs or with other block palette. Got a little area right here I like. Potatoes, reeds. I got a little a garden over there. Inside my wheat, I think is a good idea to put different crops, because this is not a. I don't have a tractor to get this up. This is one person running through a field, cutting stuff up, and I think it makes more sense to have different crops close by. Tree farm, extended it a little bit, added this whole area right here. This is all carrots in between. Going right here, this used to be the entrance to my main base right here. And it still might be an entrance at some point. I might put a staircase back in, but right now it's not. Coming into this little garden area, you got potatoes, beets, all those things like that. I like this area a lot of color. This is where I come out mostly, so when I come out I have a good view of a lot of different colors. I got reds on my left, oranges, browns, darker browns, oranges, whites, yellows, a lot of different colors right here. This is, I put this in, it's just a drop down to deep slate, which I've been mining out. Also, on top of the drop down, I have an elevator that goes up to my area, which is a storage area where I can just drop the deep slate into the water stream, and it'll put it into a chest upstairs. There's not much to this down here. I put in this floor right here. I don't know if I'll leave it or if I'll raise it up one, because it's kind of jarring, these two things. But I don't think many people will see this area. I imagine it kind of like the lower level of Disney World, where people there's these massive tunnels underneath Disney World where you can go back and forth. Coming to, this is a long water elevator. I feel like you just sit in it forever, but you're not worried about dying because you can breathe the bubbles like in Sonic the Hedgehog. This is going into the base. I still have to texture this wall and that wall. The texture are just the different styles of blocks that you can use with deep slate. And this is another texture palette I like. Tough, cobblestone, and andesite. Those three work really well together to make it look like a crumbling pathway. Come up here. If you can tell, my favorite thing to do is to cut the hills up making it 3 high, and I started putting an extra lip on them. So I'm kind of freezing up right now, so I can't move my camera. But a lip on them right here, as you'll see right here. Also, I actually filled this in a little bit to kind of bring that lip around. But yeah, I really like doing this. You build up, you cut the hill out until you got a 3 high. You skip a row, and then you do it again. So this would, I'll go up as high as I think it would make sense. But each platform will be a new area for me to build new paths, and the building style I'm going for is very interconnected but very cramped and cozy. So it kind of it makes sense for a character in Minecraft. Down here is my workstation. I come down the stairs. I'll take you down there in a minute. This is my workstation. Give a view of it. Got water pouring in, water source right there. Couple of chests. I do not have a storage room just yet, but this is pretty much all I need right now. Grinding wheel. Anytime I'm finding copper, I just go ahead and put it out. You saw some copper up there, going ahead and getting this green color. This is my main furnace right here. I cook, I only use this furnace, and I think that's a good idea, right? You put a crap ton of ore in it, and just load it up with all your coal. Instead of spreading your coal out thin between 100 furnaces, if I need something immediately, I'll throw it in these two. But on the early game, no super furnace, this is the best thing to do. As I'm in this area, if I see that furnace is off, I'll go ahead and grab the stack out and move it over here. Not very many ingots, because I immediately turn it into blocks when I get it. I think that's a fun way to play, that now I have to juggle all these copper blocks. That's a full iron column. This right here is my enchanting area. This is the second room. Up top, this is where the staircase came in. I used to have a horse stable right there. I took that out and moved that upstairs. Lost my horse. This was a staircase. I might put one back in. I have the room to do it, and I don't know what else I'll be using this room for, unless it's maybe for a small storage room. This is going to be a drop down at some point. I still got to texture this area. Coming off the enchanting room, still need to refine this. There's a path down there that you can see. Also, this is the tree farm in that direction. So when I come out here, it's you see a huge ravine. You got water, you got lava, you got a wooden path that goes through. That takes you to a spider spawner. So it kind of feels mystical, like I'm like an old mage living in the side of a ravine. Still, when I go down there and I look back up here, you'll see it's kind of raggedy. I need to blend these better, or either put a lip around this that matches with the stone. We'll do the skeleton spawner first, then we'll go to the spider spawner. This is the design I'm working on for new paths in my base. It would be cobblestone, tuff, and andesite again. Then I come back through. So my first pass, dig the tunnel. Second pass, I come through with just the cobblestone, and I lay out just different patterns with cobblestone. Third pass, I come through with the tuff and the andesite, and I'll fill in all the remaining blocks. Fourth pass, putting up the tree trunks and spacing them out as far as I can to where I don't get zero light level, but I still get this nice dark. So that was my fourth pass. Fifth pass, I come through and put the cracks in. So all the cracks you see, that's my I think fifth path I'm on. Sixth path is I'll just add the leaves. So I come through this tunnel multiple times. Put some barrels down when I'm putting the leaves. You see that there's dark points in this, but never hitting zero, so I don't have to worry about zombies or anything. Come down here, broke out some of the stairs so it made it look more realistic, and where I needed to add in a pillar, I broke out more stairs there. So make it look like the ceiling's crumbling in, so they held it up with logs. My original idea was to tunnel this way to the spider spawner, but I think I like the idea I went with better. It gives me a nice bridge from where the enchanting room is. Come down here all the way to the bottom, and when you get closer to a spawner, I'm sprinkling in these mossy cobblestone. Come down here and you just wait. It feels like an altar, like you're waiting for like a beast to spawn, or I don't know, it just feels like an altar. It feels like a dungeon, like, oh wow, this is down and beneath your world, and you've been collecting things from there. The skeletons down there immediately die. I don't use that as a XP grinder. I'm recently just been using the ever since I built it, the zombie as the XP grinder, even though it's lackluster XP. It's ridiculous. The skeleton or the zombie spawner, I went with the cobblestone, but seeing as I made more progression in the world and I got access to new blocks like the tuff, I switched out the fence, cobblestone fence, and I went with this. This is a lot better style to me. It flows way better, and I'll go up to the zombie spawner and show you how that looks. And this is the old style. This is the style you can use when you first start out to give your building some texture. I still think that the lower area down here is perfect for the zombie spawner, but you can see there's a lot of repeating texture. It looked good for when you first start out, but you have to progress. In the first video, this is where the zombies came from that I had to fight off, so this is the door I gave the most moss to, and it looks like it's just creeping out. I will come back through here, and I actually might add some stairs like, or some walls like this in the refined design that I did on the skeleton spawner. Just going still working it out and getting things just right. But like I said, this is an early farm, so you don't have as much detail. So when you come back through your world, which is why I think people need to play on their worlds for a long period of time, you just keep updating areas when you get access to new blocks. Right now I don't have access to any prismarine, any endstone, anything like that. So these areas could see dramatic changes when I get access to new blocks. And with the farms, I could build to make certain blocks more obtainable. Iron is really scarce right now. I don't have an iron farm. I don't have a villager breeder or farm. So I originally wanted this. This would be a great either bone or iron or quartz, but I'm limited by my stone and by the bricks I have on me. I started a little bit on the spider tunnel, so you can see it's only been through its first 3 passes with the logs and lighting, the cobblestone, and the tuff and andesite. So I still need to come back through and put the cracks in and put some leaves and barrels, but it's starting to take shape. This is the same area down as you saw from the enchanting room. You see the lava, this is the staircase, and this is what I was talking about. It doesn't look very good from this point of view, but this will get cleaned up. I just haven't figured out what I wanted to put here yet. Maybe a tower. I haven't really thought. Right down here you can actually see this is the way I used to go to get to the skeleton spawner. In that base, that cutout, there's a hole that drops down, falls down here, and the skeleton spawner is down there in that direction. I've been spending all my time caving down in this direction, and I made it around. In one of the videos I made it around to over here, and there's a spider spawner in that direction. So after setting up the skeleton spawner and really liking the design that came out, I came down here to set up the spider. This was a zombie spawner. I mined it out, put some torches up, turned around to start clearing out the mossy stone, and a creeper blew me up, so I lost my grinder right here. I don't know if I was going to use it. I was debating still whether or not to use it. This is a great cave. I might actually take the tunnel down into as like a cave entry point to some really good ores, and this is just a really good area. I could build something nice in here. There's a cross right there. Coming over here, there's not much to see down here. I haven't done any passes other than the initial dig, just to get down and put the paths in like I wanted it. A lot of turns, not a long walkway, is better in my eyes. You don't want just one straight line. I could have went straight from my base in a straight downward staircase all the way down to the bottom and then turn to the left. I could have done that, but it wouldn't have. It would have been boring. It would have been really boring to run or to interact with. On top of being like a server that goes very hard for efficiency and for everything to be 100%, you can have some pretty boring worlds walking in between. So how you get from place to place in the world is entertaining as well. Right now I don't have any elytra or any fast moving mechanics incorporated in my base, but you can see as time went on, this could branch down. I could get faster routes, maybe with water and dolphins, getting to different places in my base. Another thing, and that's coming off the cuff right now, you want your this is a location that has 3 grinders in it. In this location, you can get to all 3. Boom, 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 boom. So the tunnels are set up in a way that accommodate just this area. Then you have a faster way to move in between areas on your map where I don't have the 3 spawners of the 3 different mobs. Maybe I have a creeper farm. This wouldn't be my area for my creeper farm. This is where I go get my 3 main mob loot. So everything here is accommodating for that task. Okay, thank you for looking at my world. This has been the 2nd update. Have a good one, and come back for more. Bye.